Hello everybody, welcome back to the Total Extreme Wrestling 2016. I almost said Developers Journal. Hello and welcome to the Total Extreme Wrestling 2016. This is our first series on the channel, and by the title you already know what it is, but I'm gonna build some suspense as I look at Sensational Dragon get injured. He's out for 11 months and 3 weeks. That sucks because, well, he's great. He's a great worker. And, yeah, he's a great worker. We also look at the Canadian Animals splitting up, which is cool. We look at Burning Hammer's TV show, which is bad, because they're a TV show now, and not whatever they were before. A touring company. Marvel Malloy left, property, these guys, and other feds. Anyways, we are USPW. Our user character is Robbie Sanchez. These are the user talents I went with. We have $48,368,709 in the bank because I've already created a dojo, which I'm not sure I did not give anyone, so I need to do that quickly. Let's give it to Pistol Pete Hall if we can. We can't, so in that case, let's give it to Sam Strong. Because why not? Thank you, Sam. Do some good work with our people until you leave the business. Yeah. I also created a development territory called NXT, of course. The full name is not there. USPW The Next Generation. It is owned by a CEO named Ed Monton and booked by Pistol Pete Hall. That's probably why I couldn't assign him as the developers dojo trainer, whatever. I haven't filled in the bio yet, but whenever I feel like it or have the time to, I probably will. I also haven't filled in the bio for the dojo, but I would like to do that as well. We'll be keeping a good look on this thing because, well, should have a decent amount of graduates. We're gonna keep an eye out on this and fill some people in dev. I have them as a development territory now, which means they are essentially isolated. It cannot hire its own workers, instead being reliant entirely on the parent company. So basically what I'm doing that for is, I'm not going to show you my decisions because there's a few things in there, but I am doing that so they do not hire anyone at this point and wait until all my development workers are in there. These are not all of my development workers. This guy is a terrible announcer, so I put him down here because I'm not going to use him on the main roster. Let's go back to this. This guy has a bunch of charisma, so we brought him down here to hopefully train him. This girl is meh. I mean, she has a cool story, like she's a big girl, so she should be like a dominant character, but she only has 70 minutes, which is a bit disappointing, and her stats aren't all that good either. So we're gonna, oh god, I apologize for that. But yeah, we're gonna do that. Check out the Hall of Fame quickly. Sam Strong and Giant Redwood. Screw you, Giant Redwood. This is new, I think. Cool. Medical, we have Alicia Strong out for 2 months and a week with a broken ankle. That sucks. One thing I did do with USPro is in the database, I edited it so that Reverie is owned by USPro instead of Reverie owning USPro, because the owner of USPro is Alan Packer, the owner of Reverie, so it just makes sense that USPro could basically put on whatever they want at that point, because Alan Packer would be the one being like, yes, I want this. Yes, I don't. So, that's that. And so because of this, I have given the NXT event deal, as soon as all my talent go in there and I get them a child company and they stop hiring workers, I already have, I did not. Hey, they already have their first show, Sunday, week 4. Good. Oh yeah, I already have a TV show for them, NXT American Wrestling, and it's going to be held on Fridays. So, as soon as their roster's all filled out, I will give them. I also created titles for them because I'm a good owner. So yeah, as soon as they fill the roster out, I'll give them a TV deal. Without further ado, I guess let's look at the creative meeting. Our number one franchise player is Rich Money, massively over. Rich Money is currently massively over, and 40 years old. Exceptional star presence, impressive charisma, and in terms of his appeal and ability to draw fans in, there's no question that he is currently our number one wrestler. I agree. Wrestler? Yes, he is a ring general extraordinaire, good on the mic, great star quality. Yeah, he's ready, boys. The second is our biggest face in USPW, the figurehead of USPW, Nicky Champion, who in his own right is good. That brawling is going to take him a long way. The performance skills are there. They're not great, but they're alright. Entertainment skills, I'd like to be better, but they're fine. The performance skills will improve with working with people like Rich Money, which he probably will again at some point. James Justice, decently over. 76, that's not great. It's not great. He's definitely in the twilight of his career. 45 years old, most undoubtedly on time decline. Some good performance stats, though. Good performance stats. He's a ring general. He can be trusted in the ring. The brawling is obviously down from his younger days. Still very much looks like a star and still very charismatic. Microphone's not where I'd like it to be. 68C plus isn't ideal for a main eventer, so yeah. Steve Freely, who jumped ship to USPro just like Rich Money. They both have been USPW champions. Steve Freely is now the current one. I wish he had more brawling. I wish he had more performance skills. He actually has pretty decent entertainment skills, which I did not think he did. And he has that star quality right there that makes it like, yes, this guy is a star. This guy deserves to be up top. And he is not as popular as Nicky Champion, who he's feuding with. By the way, Nicky Champion is 91 popularity across America. Enigma, another face here, is again 40-year-old, kind of old, not as valuable as Rich Money is. Although now that I say that, he's actually pretty valuable. Good performance skills, decent entertainment skills. Popularity isn't too bad. It's not what I'd like it to be, though. Next big things. Casey Valentine. Alright. I love this guy. Casey Valentine is the current USPW television champion. Before we go into this, I should tell you guys, in case you didn't notice, Steve Freely is the current USPW world champion. So, that's the thing. Casey Valentine over here is 27 years old and has all the tools to be a star. Except, in the sense, like, he'll be a good, solid, bottom-tier main eventer, upper-tier, upper mid-carder, because that star quality isn't where it needs to be a main eventer right now. Like, if I can get him to move to light heavyweight and he gains like 6 points of star quality, that'll be great for him. But he still won't be a top of the company, top heel or top face type of main eventer. He'll be a gatekeeper main eventer, just being like, hey, I'm here, I can win some matches, but I'll lose most of the big ones. I'll win some to keep my momentum, but yeah. Hot prospects, Tiffany Jade. We have a women's division, of course, as USPW. And Tiffany Jade is a alright worker. Nothing too spectacular. She's meh in popularity. Running Wolf is a guy who is Native American, like Nicky Champion. Good star quality, so there's potential there, but we will have to work it out of him before he gets anywhere, really. And Miss American Pie, who is Laura Washington, is, again, alright. Nothing unspectacular. Nothing much to say. Popularity is bad, I'd say. Talk the Talk, Rich Money, Nicky Champion, Belle Bryden, who is now retired. It's a shame, too, because she was still very good. She was still very good and could have carried the women's division in a sense, like, just been a great ring general for the women's division. But she's meh on color, so we're already replacing her. She will be color on our B show, along with Danny Gillespie, who's going to be the announcer on the B show when we create it. Popularity-wise, she's not that popular. We already went through James Justice / Liberté. Dawn Gemmel is Dawn the cheerleader, of course. Not a wrestler in the slightest, but good entertainment skills, great acting, great star quality, great sex appeal, good overness. She manages Rick Law. Showstoppers, Trent Schaefer. I don't know much about Trent Schaefer because I didn't play CGC in the last iteration of the game, but he came from CGC because he saw the writing on the wall, because CGC was struggling because Alistair Colt gone crazy, and he jumped ship to USPW, which is kind of a bit weird considering he's a lightweight, but he is the national champion, and obviously USPW want to push him, sort of. So he's a decent wrestler. Chain wrestling's alright. Aerial and flashiness are good. I wish he had more brawling, because this is USPW. Brawling is very good for us. Basics are good. The performance row is good. It could be better, but it's alright. Entertainment abilities, again, 68 is not where I want it to be, but he'll be a good upper mid-carder. That 76 star quality might, like Casey Valentine, prevent him from being a top star. Ring generals, Raven Robinson. We haven't talked about her yet. She is obviously, as it's said in the creative meeting, a ring general. I wish the safety was higher, because now safety plays a much more important role in what's happening in the ring, because botched moves can mean injuries and bad relationships. The star quality is good. Sex appeal is good. Chain wrestling is alright. The in-ring skills are decent. They're okay. I wish they were better. The psychology is great. I love that psychology. I'll use Raven Robinson a lot to train some workers up there. Not up there, but in our... You get what I mean. In our division. Chris Caulfield is another one we haven't talked about yet. He is 41. He is Dave through and through. He's the hardcore American. He's basically Tommy Dreamer. Okay? That's what he is. He's a flabby middleweight. He's got great psychology. I don't know if you would consider Tommy Dreamer to have great psychology. I haven't really seen enough of his matches to say, yes, this guy has great psychology, but alright, he has great psychology, that's what makes him a ring general. He's safe in the ring, which is good. All these are B- or above, that's good. Yeah, he's in a feud with Rich Money, it works for him, I think. I think the characters work together, because this guy's like a working man, and Rich Money's like a rich snob who doesn't work for things. New to TEW 2016, as you've probably seen in other videos, is that, at least in the Cornellverse, nobody starts hot, nobody starts not hot. You have to build their momentum from neutral, which is alright. I In some veins I like it, in some veins I don't. Time Decline, Tyson Bane. Tyson Bane is another of the main eventers. He is big, bad, and scary. And will get 100s because he is big, bad, and scary in angles. So be prepared to see Tyson Bane in a lot of A-star angles. Brawling is alright. It's a C. It's not world. It's not going to set the world on fire, but it's alright. Selling, wish that was better, but he's a big guy. He doesn't really need to sell, if you know what I mean. Like, of course he needs to sell, but as a big guy, you can kind of choose what you sell and what you don't, because you're a big guy. I don't know what I'm saying. Whatever. Besides selling, everything is good. The charisma and that's not there. The star quality is not there to be a top-of-the-line main eventer in this new game because of the way things work. Tribal Warrior, jobber basically, lower mid-carder. He's in Time Decline, so he's definitely going to be jobbing out to people. He is also big, bad, and scary. So, I mean, if we wanted to push him, we could. But we don't really want to push him because he's Time Decline and already not very over. He's only at 55, which is decent, but not where we need to be. T-Rex is in Time Decline, but he is also very big, bad, and scary, and very much looks like a star. He is terrible in ring. Not good performance skills. Decent consistency, though, so he's consistently bad. That's great. He is not especially over, but he is in a team, an occasional team, an individual team with Tyson Bane, so that kind of keeps him where he is, and plus that menace is good enough to keep him like, okay, this guy is scary. Danny Rushmore, he is a tag team guy. He's in the tag team with Mick Muscles as a Towers of Power. He is alright. He's very safe. So he's kind of a ring general-ish that's not really ring general. Like, he's a guy in there that can take control of a match and when it gets crazy, and that's good. Danny Rushmore is a solid hand. Don't expect really anything out of him. Maybe a tag title. Probably not a tag title run. He's 45. I don't really want to put the titles on him. James Justice. We've already talked about him. Hidden Gems. Let's see these. Greg Gage, I am not signing, but I will shortlist. I'll sign him. I'll probably sign him later, but want him to work in MAW, see if they can get his mic and acting up a bit. If they can't, well, then we'll bring him in, get his mic and acting up. Sadly, the star quality is not where it needs to be a top-tier main eventer, but he's a great worker, so he'll be getting a lot of mid-card title reigns. Let's just say that. He might be stuck in the mid-card, but he'll be getting a lot of title reigns. Kurt Jamison is a guy that I am signing for Dev, I think. I am signing to a 2-year contract, and we'll send him down to Dev to work on microphone and acting. But he has the star quality to be the guy. Doesn't have the charisma to be the guy, but he has the star quality to be a great main eventer, because that star quality times is... Okay, I'll explain why I'm worried about star quality now. The way national battles work, you have star quality times your level of popularity in their home region, their average popularity in the home region, and that number that you get counts as their drawing power. And you only count the drawing power of your top 5 workers, your top 5 main eventers. So if I can get him over and be a main eventer, he'll be great. That 94 star quality is going to go a long way. In-ring skills, he is a technician. And ever since I've seen Putty's Oli series, I always just want him to be like this hunter character. So it might be something similar to a hunter character. He's definitely going to be a guy in ring that tears someone's body from limb to limb. Like, sees the weakness and capitalizes on it and destroys that limb. So that's going to be at least the way he works in ring for me. That's how I'm imagining it. Davis Wayne Newton is a solid worker. Good all-around worker. Needs a bit more work in the indies to get this consistency up and psychology up, potentially, preferably, and the basics up. He looks like a star, so that's good. I wish he had more charisma and better entertainment skills, but yeah, he could come in at some point. Sarah Marie York, I'm signing because she's a great babyface, so I'm gonna be like, bubbly babyface. She's basically Bailey to me, okay? She is Bailey. Don't judge me. She is my Bailey, and she is going to be pushed like Bailey. She is Bailey. Ozzy Golden, I have no real knowledge on him. Decent star quality, but again, upper mid-card echelon there. Good in-ring worker. Good. We might sign him at some point. He is in CGC and not over in Canada. Yeah, we might sign him. He's a former MAW guy, right? Yeah, Oscar Golden in MAW. Alright. So that is our whole creative meeting. Our stables, we have none. Teams, we only have 4 at the start. We have Natural Storm, the Cold Warriors, Titans, and the Towers of Power. The Titans are an individual team, which of course means that although they tag together regularly, they may have a proper team name. Their fortunes are not so closely linked. Whichever wrestler gets a pin gets more benefits than the partner who didn't, likewise for penalties being beaten. Whereas a unit, they share equally the benefits of winning and penalties for losses, irrespective of who actually gets pinned or submitted. So that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Petr Novak, I hate you. I hate you, Petr Novak. Petr Novak. Let's talk about him. He's big, bad, and scary. That's good. But he's on the roids. And I guarantee you, he will get popped for steroids in the first or second show of the series. So beware of that. Like, I could test him right now and he'd be like, Petr, you're on drugs. But I'm not going to do that because, well, that would be cruel. Let's talk about our figurehead. Our figurehead is Nicky Champion, and he has a positive effect upon business. He's been the figurehead for over 5 years. Attendances are up by about 8% when he appears, and we're selling 35 more merchandise than normal. That is a good figurehead. And let's just talk about Nicky Champion for a second. Champion flourished under Strong's guidance to becoming USPW's iconic babyface figurehead, multi-time world champion, and biggest weapon in the company's arsenal when it comes to beating SWF in the ratings. Okay? Rich Money, was it? No, it was Steve Freely. No. I know there was somebody who, was it in the diary in this thing? No. I know there was somewhere that I read that Nicky Champion lost to, like, Steve Freely, I think. I think it was in the storyline. Yeah, the storyline. Champion falls. Steve Freely defeated Nicky Champion for the USPW World Title in a brutal match in October, marking the first time in over 5 years that Hawkeye, Nicky Champion, had been cleanly pinned. 5 years since he lost cleanly. At least, was pinned cleanly. So, that is an interesting storyline. Like, this could very well be a redemption story. Like, I really want you to be a light heavyweight. God damn it, Nicky. This guy had not lost in over 5 years. At least, that's the way I'm going for it. He had not lost in 5 years. Undefeated for 5 years. Well, undefeated cleanly in 5 years. Like, he hadn't been cleanly defeated in 5 years. That's what I'm going with. So he loses clean to Mr. Steve Freely over here, the Dark Destroyer. He bides his time, gets a rematch. This time Steve Freely, and this is probably going to be the way it goes, this time Steve Freely can't beat him cleanly. But he does beat him by a tainted way, like holding the ropes or a weapon or whatever. So Nicky Champion loses at the pay-per-view, and then he's like, I need to beat this guy. Give me one more match. He gets a match at Red, White, and Blue. Wow, all pay-per-views are 2 hours. That sucks. That sucks. Gosh. But yeah, he gets a pay-per-view. He gets a match at Red, White, and Blue, and he loses again. And I'm just saying there might be some interference in that distracts Nicky from the title or something. Don't get your hopes up. Get your hopes up. But yeah, and then Nicky Champion is basically on a redemption storyline. Like, he's trying to get his title back. He just cannot beat the Steve Freely motherfucker. And yeah, that's the way I'm thinking of going with that. Speaking of storylines, Breaking the Law. We've already done the Champion Falls. Breaking the Law is Rick Law and Trent Shaver. Trent Shaver's upset win over Rick Law in October 2015 saw him capture the first USPW national title, his first USPW national title, and firmly announced that he had arrived as a major star. He has done everything in his power to avoid a rematch, though, but cannot evade the long arm of the law forever. Okay, so I didn't read this the first time I played through a USPW save in this thing, and I just gave Rick Law a rematch, so Trent Shaver's avoiding a rematch. That is awesome. That plays into some character work there. For the working man, a battle of ideas. Rich money's money is everything mantra has always stood in stark contrast to Chris Caulfield's patriotism and everyman ethics. The hardcore American has vowed to strike a blow for the common man by teaching money about a little thing called respect. I love the storyline. I realize Chris Caulfield doesn't have much in terms of angles, but these are two of the best psychology workers, so when they fight and they tell a story in the ring, I just think it would be awesome. The story in the ring would be great. Smash of the Titans, Tyson Bane and the Force clashed at Thanksgiving Thunder, and about the saw the Force able to pull out a win. Unfortunately for him, the aftermath saw Bane and T-Rex destroy him, putting him through a table with a double powerbomb. The Titans look unstoppable when together. Has the Force got what it takes to take them down? And no, not alone. And I realize I'm kind of ripping off Putty's stream here, but whatever. We're adding James Justice to this. To team with the Force because reasons, okay? Backstage. Let's check this out quickly. Backstage rules. We have a 100% influence, but I'm just gonna do a few things. Because of this, we're gonna just say, no, everyone has to be here before 3 hours so you can get ready. Everyone gets everything. You can bring your friends. All this is provided. Now that's wow, that took it down 10%. What? The Backstage rules are having a positive effect on morale, but it took it down 10%. That is kind of whack. Hold on, because in the newest patch, Beta Patch 7, it said that these are now correct. So we are making a profit of $5,000 per month on subscription at present. So that's fine for me. $5,000 on this. Any profit's a profit. Relationships. We're at war with SWF, and we have a child company of USPW, the next generation. Alliances. We're not in any alliances. We have no working agreements. Production, we have Majestic, Professional, Ultra HD TV, and Major Licensed, because we are flaunting that cash. We have no brand split. Our champions, our national champion is Trent Shaver, of course. Our television champion is Casey Valentine. Women's champion is Melody. Our world champion is, of course, Steve Freely. Our world tag team champions are Crusher Karloff and Peter Novak. One thing. Okay, it's set to change that. What else can I do in this? Let's check out the national battles right now. So right now, we are worst in the draw range. Which means we are the losers, and we will lose some popularity and prestige momentum for being last. But of course, this all could change with one signing. Rocky Golden, of course, would be a great signing to have, and someone we are definitely going to throw big bucks at to get, because that's what we do. Oh, not talent trades, national battles again. I won't be going after Jack Bruce because, well, he's old and 43, and granted, it's kind of USPW to go after old people, but he's an SWF guy. Granted, that didn't take us from stealing Steve Freely, but it's just, I don't feel like I could use him properly. Like, he's a middleweight. He's not kind of what we were looking for. Remo, on the other hand, I could steal Remo. Oh, Remo can be stolen. And Remo will be stolen. Wolf Hawkins will probably be stolen if given the opportunity. So, look for me to eventually sign Rocky Golden, Wolf Hawkins, and Remo. What else have I looked here? We haven't signed any of the announcers yet that we're planning to. We are going to sign someone. Well, 2 people, actually, for the announcer gig and the color commentator third chair. Anyways, guys, I think that is it for this episode. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you're all excited for this series, as I am. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next episode of Total Extreme Wrestling 2016. Bye!